Peace, family. Peace, peace, peace. And welcome back to the Campaign TV show. I am your host, Brother King Cam. Sorry for the delay, family. We just had some technical issues that we was trying to get together. So thank you for bearing with your brother. And as you come in tonight, what we're going to be discussing is how to make money during the pandemic. We're going to be talking about how to make money during the pandemic. But before we get into all of that beautiful stuff, we're going to go ahead and drop this video. And then when we're going to get right on back and man, we're going to get started for the podcast for the night, family. So look, I need everybody, when you come in, I need you to let me know what city, what state you're checking in from. And I also need you to drop that information in the chat. If you're coming in from YouTube, I need you to like, I need you to subscribe. I need you to hit that bell, stay notified every time we drop a video. In the Facebook family, you already know what to do. I need you to share and smash that like button, all right? I'm going to see y'all back in a second.
Any leadership that teaches you to depend upon another race is a leadership that will enslave you. Any leadership that teaches you to depend upon another race is a leadership that will enslave you. They gave leadership to our foreparents, and that leadership made them slaves. But we have decided to find a leadership of our own.
Not your average nigga, I'm a god out the hood. They can't downplay me, I came up, I'm elevated. I ain't gotta say too much for them to know I'm coming for what's mine. You know they see me in my presence, say they see how I'm coming. Young, but you not just gonna finesse me like you did my peoples. Then back when you said they was emancipated. This ain't that. Your head too big, you feeling yourself. The game wasn't fair, you had the advantage, we wasn't educated. I don't look at you people the same. Nah. Your worst nightmare, my skin tone about them chains. Yeah. Not no circus lion, son, I can't be tamed. You gon' have to kill me, pussy, Toby ain't my name. Y'all still want us think our history started when we were slaves? What? Come on now, talk about them pyramids we made. I was chosen by that man, you know y'all just been running game. The nerve of you acting like I ain't.
Yeah, family. So look, man, again, welcome back to the Campaign TV show. I am your host, Brother King Cam, and I am excited. I am so excited. Yes, to talk about how we can make some money during the pandemic, family. I think that's very important because we can do all the shows that we want to do as it pertains to, you know, the things that's going on in the community and how we able to, point the different things that's going on, all of the different, things that's happening in the community. But we also got to be able to bring solutions. Shout out to Canada in the building for Sister Ann Shabazz that's in here. How you doing, Sister Ann? Shout out to Canada. I need everybody that's coming in to the show. I need you to hit the comment section. Let me know what city, what state, what country you tapping in from. This is an international platform. So tonight, we are going to be talking about how to make money during the pandemic. And I thought that, again, is very important because there has to be solutions. I always want to be a solution-based individual. So while we can talk about the ailments, we can talk about, the corrupt leadership and all of that, we also have to make sure that we bring in context to that as well by bringing solutions. So I definitely want to bring some solutions tonight. So Sister Ann, I need you to do me a favor, sister. I need you to go ahead and share this out to the family. I am going to play a song by my big brother and your big brother, Brother Ben X. It's called 400 Years. And then after that, we're going to get right into the show. Okay, family? So let's go ahead and tune up that 400 Years by Brother Ben X.
Stop.
Oh, that's not the right button.
You don't tell the white man that you're willing to go back and cut no underbrush. We already did that once. If we have to do it again, that's not progress. Hell no. Get out of the cities and the towns that we helped you build. Go and find some other state to move in. You move out, we move in. Now wait a minute. You say, oh, come on, Farrakhan, that's a factory. Well, damn, you better put it in your pipe then.
400 years we've been lacking reacting. Ain't no more lacking reacting. We standing up now, we up at it, we at you. Now I go get it and stack it. Waking up now, we don't need no more trapping. Cause we know these niggas acting. They talk about guns, we know that they capping. We know they got it all rapping. 400 years we've been lacking reacting. Ain't no more lacking reacting. We standing up now, we up at it, we at you. Now I go get it and stack it. Waking up now, we don't need no more trapping. Cause we know these niggas acting. They talk about guns, we know that they capping. We know they got it all rapping. The youth don't need a stun double. Introduce them to the real thing. Gotta tell them about the hidden hand. Real talk, that's the real pain. Introduce you to the white man. Think you made it, that's the real pain. Then I let you see a white snake and you can't see they the same thing. Get your bread, yeah, build your business. Hidden hand in the same lane. Keep a slaves in a small cell. Tell a young nigga bang bang. Shoot first, ask questions later. Two brothers in the same game. Fuck that like fuck crack. Big dog like a Great Dane. 400 years we've been lacking reactive. Ain't no more lacking we active. We standing up now, we up at it, we at you. Now I go get it and stack it. Waking up now, we don't need no more trapping. Cause we know these niggas acting. They talk about guns, we know that they capping. We know they got it all rapping. 400 years we've been lacking reactive. Ain't no more lacking we active. We standing up now, we up at it, we at you. Now I go get it and stack it. Waking up now, we don't need no more trapping. Cause we know these niggas acting. They talk about guns, we know that they capping. We know they got it all rapping. 400 years in a living hell. Break chains, gotta break free. Do for self like Elijah said. Fire him before he fire me. Eat good, he the man of God. Ain't falling for the vaccine. Up late, playing, plotting freedom. Still building, no caffeine. Better tune in to Farrakhan, cause this here is a marathon. Build now, getting real now. Witness the fall of Babylon. Black man, you the first man. Getting tricked by mankind. If we unite and rise up, we'll win
Every damn time.
400 years we've been lacking react.
Yeah.
Ain't no more lacking we acting. We standing up
Let's
now.
go,
we up
family.
at it, we at you.
Let's go.
Now I go get it and stack it. Waking up now, we don't need no more trapping.
Yeah.
Cause we know these niggas acting. They talk about guns, we know that they capping. We know they got it all rapping.
400 years.
Been lacking reacting.
Yeah.
Ain't no more lacking we acting. We standing up now, we up at it, we at you.
Ain't no more.
Get it and stack it. Waking up now, we don't need no more trapping. Cause we know these niggas acting. They talk about guns, we
Know that they capping.
We know they got it all rapping.
Pay me for my pain, yeah. Pay me for my tears. Pay me reparations for all 400 years. All my people struggled and all my people feel. And now we come and taking everything while we give it some.
All right, family. That was 400 years by my brother Ben X, family. So make sure that you tapped into that good brother because he's always giving good game and always keeping us tapped in for sure. You can get that music at brotherbenx.com. All right, so shout out to Canada that's in the building. Sister Ann Shabazz, she been in here since early. Shout out to Hampton, VA. A. Richard, what's going on, family? Shout out to Cleveland, Tennessee. Nathan, always been a supporter of the show. So shout out to Cleveland, Tennessee. And then also we got St. Paul's, Minnesota in the building. So shout out to St. Paul's, Minnesota, family. If you're just coming in, I am your host, Brother King Cam. And tonight we're going to be discussing how we can make money online during the pandemic. Now, I just want to give you guys some background on your brother, okay? Because not only are we community activists and, truth tellers of today and of what's going on from the great minds of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad as well as the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and those who came before us. But also, I am an entrepreneur. I'm a student in the digital real estate program, top digital real estate student and ambassador, where I learned how to make money online. I joined the course in 2018, and I had about 2,000 followers on Instagram. I didn't have any followers on Facebook. I had about 2,000 followers on Instagram, and I didn't have any followers on Facebook. And as of today, actually, I can pull it up for y'all. I can't pull up the Facebook stuff because I'm actually on Facebook right now, but I can actually pull up Instagram so that you'll be able to see it. But now I have grown my platform on Instagram from 2,000 followers on Instagram to over 30,000 followers with the strategies and different techniques that I learned in the digital real estate program. And I know many people are saying, okay, well, why is that important? Well, that's very important because what happens is when you build your community online and you have a purpose, you have a vision, you have a gift that you're bringing to the space, you have now an ability to attract other people who may be interested in what you're giving. So I want to show y'all what my Instagram page looks like, so you're able to see. And for those who would like to follow your brother on Instagram, then feel free to follow me over there at Brother King Cam. So as you can see, I have 36.9 thousand followers. We're on our way to 37,000 family. But I told you when I started in 2018, I had about 2,000. I had about 2,000 followers. So you're able to see the, my bio that tells you about myself, a student of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, FOY, NOY, street minister, author. I do have a book. I speak, obviously, top digital real estate student. And I have a master class that is going to be going down October the 27th, where we're going to be teaching some other more intrinsic steps and strategies for you to be able to grow your business online. Okay? And so again, I've been able to take the techniques and the different strategies that I've learned from digital real estate and apply it to my page here and be able to get what is called a lot of engagement and a lot of views. And the important part about this is when you're building your community online, this is the new money. Your content is the new money. Okay, so tonight I'm going to be showing you how to take your phone, how you can literally take your cell phone and begin to create content like this I have on the page. Okay, and you'll be able to turn this into money. Okay, and I'm going to be teaching in my masterclass. I'm going to show you how you're able to get engagement like this. 67 comments, 5,000 views, 2,000 likes on this one, 133 comments. You understand what I'm saying? 43 comments. And everything is not going to be, a whole lot of stuff going on. But it's about you staying consistent. 103 comments, 29, 15, 64. So you can see 23, 39, 9. So you're able to see 63, 3. So it varies. But this is very important. When you're talking about building your brand and building your business online, this is very important. The comments, very important, okay? So again, I'm gonna be teaching. This is 46 comments on this, 13,000 views, 5,000 for 4,000 views on that. So you can see here, I just wanted to show y'all some social proof of what I'm able to do on my social media platforms. 8,000 views, 300 views, 5,000 views, 1,000. It's almost 2,000 views. This one is 14.7 thousand. So you're able to see some social proof from my content and the things I have. That's 33.4 thousand. So you see, I know what I'm talking about when it comes to building your brand online. And why that's so important is because what I'm going to be showing you is how you can do that with your cell phone, with this device right here. In 2021, your cell phone now has to become an asset and no longer a liability. The cell phone has to become an asset and no longer a liability. Press 1 in the chat if you still paying a cell phone bill. Press 1 if you pay your cell phone bill every month. Not still paying it, because obviously if you're not paying it, then that means it's off. So we know you still paying it. But what I want to bring to your attention is the fact that you're paying a bill every month and it's now become debt. This is now a liability because you're paying, money's going out every month for this, but you're not bringing anything back in. It's not bringing you anything in. So what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to create content with this device so that it can begin to bring in dollars for us. So it can become an asset and not a liability. Follow me? Okay, I got some ones in the chat right now. So I got some people that's paying their cell phone bill, but you're not making no money off your cell phone. So we need to turn this into our briefcase. I talk about that in my workbook that I got coming out, Sister Tequila. I talk about that in my workbook that I got coming out, where we're turning our cell phones into our briefcase. And shout out to New Orleans, Louisiana, that's in the building. Wa alaikum salam. How do you get a lot of followers? We're gonna be talking about that in my free masterclass. So you want to learn how in depth? I'm gonna be showing you strategies. October the 27th in my masterclass on how to gain organic followers. I also got a series on Instagram that you can go and watch where I teach you how to gain 100 organic followers. So you can go watch the video series on Instagram, and I'm also be going in detail with it October the 27th for the free masterclass. So if you want to get in the free masterclass, I'll be giving that information at the end of this show. Okay. All right. So we got some ones in here. Absolutely. I'm still learning to run options. Okay, so so we're not gonna be now. I'm not the stock expert or your trade expert. So if there's anybody in here that's in the BWO that do trading and options and all of that, I can't help you with that. What I'm gonna be coming with though is coming from the digital real estate aspect, how to build your brand online. Okay, your business. So whatever ideas, whatever business you have on online, I can help you scale that. Okay. So the first thing that we have to have is first recognize what it is that we're doing. Shout out to Lafayette, Louisiana, in the building as well. So we have to understand what our skill set, what our talent, what our gift is. And a lot of people say, well, Brother Cam, I don't know what my gift is, or I have multiple gifts, right? The gift can only be one. You either have to be gifted in communication, you have to be gifted in art, you have to be gifted in your ability to heal. You have to be gifted in a particular area, and in that particular area, you're able to get more specific in how you deliver that gift. So, from my perspective, is communication, articulation. Like that's the gift. I love to talk. I love to build relationships with individuals. I love to be able to communicate with people. And the best way that I communicate is through spoken word, through literal speaking, through my voice is how I communicate. I can do it through music because I've done music and I still do music, and through platforms such as this, podcasts and things of that nature. So recognizing and understanding what your gift is and what your talent is very important, because that's what's going to allow you to be successful in building your business and your brand online. And the reason why I'm talking about that first is because it's mindset. And that's going to help you stay consistent when you learn to create this content. Because when people get into certain things just for money, when people get into different niches and different fields just for money, when the time gets rough, you're not going to be able to stay there. You're not going to be willing to stay there and be consistent because the money may not be coming in. But when you're doing stuff for money, you're not as driven, you're not as focused, you're not ready to, face those adversities and those obstacles than you would if something that's really your gift, something that don't nobody have to pay you to do. A lot of us operate in our gift on a daily basis, but we're not recognizing it as our gift. Other people have pointed it out to us, and we kind of shrug it off. We kind of just, this just is something that I'm doing, when really that's your gift. If you are constantly giving advice to individuals about how to build a business, how to create an LLC, because that's something that you did already, that right there is your gift to people, teaching them how to construct a business. You're not even seeing it that way because it's something that you do so naturally. It's something that you do so naturally that you overlook it on your own self. So I want us to keep that in mind. Oftentimes, God has already told you what your gift is through other individuals, but you haven't listened. You haven't listened. Yeah, Lafayette in the building. Okay, Lafayette in the building. So I want us to keep that in perspective. So what is it that you do on a daily basis, on a regular basis, that you do naturally, that people have already said that you are already good at? What is it that you do naturally that people have already told you that you're good at? And you don't mind doing it. You'll do it for free. You do it for free now. You've done it for free in the past. Why? Because you didn't think it was monetizable. You didn't think it was monetizable. Shout out to Sister Colette in the building. Sister Colette is one of my mentees. She received some one-on-one consultation on building your brand online. And Sister Colette she knows how to can, right? She knows how to can. Shout out to the MGT. Shout out to the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan in the class of the MGT that's teaching canning, teaching food preservation. Food preservation in this day and time is hot and in demand. Because why? There are food shortages that's on the way. And Sister Colette came in through digital real estate, took the class, reached out, got some more in-depth consultation. And in our consultation call, we talked about how she can take that skill of canning and begin to teach it to the world. There's so many people that don't know how to prepare their food, how to prep their food in a way that's going to allow it to last, in a way that's going to protect them in the long run. And this is Sister Colette's gift now. Teaching people how to survive during a pandemic or teaching people how to survive during food shortages. But her gift is teaching. And the way that she communicates that is through her skill in being able to can. It's something that she loves to do. You don't have to wake her up in the morning and tell her to go canning because she's going to do that. She going to the store. She going to get some supplies. She going to can her some goods. Okay? Now, what Sister Colette now begins to do on social media is she takes that platform and everything that she does concerning canning, she's documenting the journey. Everything that Sister Colette does, she's documenting the journey. When she go into the store, picking out the fruits and the vegetables that she's going to be canning, she's documenting that. Why? Because she's trying to build a connection. So what I want us to write down is that after we understand what our gift is, once we understand what our gift is, then we want to now start to document the process, because in us documenting the process, we're building a relationship with our potential clients, with our potential audience. Okay? We're building a relationship and a connection with our potential audience. Very important. That's common in Canada. We have long winters. Food prep and food survival is very important. How do we get one-on-one counseling? Terry, go to my Instagram and click the link in the bio, and you can set up a consultation there. Okay? I just got out of canning class and was just sharing this with my student about the importance of identifying our gift. So Sister Colette is telling you, when you identify that gift, now you can build on that. So as she's now documenting her journey, documenting her process, right? She's connecting with her audience. So let me show you how to look at social media now, because we're entrepreneurs. We're trying to create different streams of income for ourselves. Eventually, we're trying to get off the plantation. That's our mindset in here tonight, okay? So what we have to now start doing is looking at social media and looking at this as a tool. We're going to look at social media and we're going to look at this as a tool, okay? No longer are we going to be just recklessly scrolling on social media. No longer going to be doing that. We're going to now be intentional about the way that we move, because it's so important. Because social media can be whatever you make it. It can be the devil's playground, or it can be a gold mine for you and your business. It's whatever you want to make it. It can be a place where there's constant negativity, or it can be a place that you create and shape and mold for constant positivity, motivation, and inspiration. It can be whatever you make it. So what are you making your social media? Shout out to Delaware. What are you making your social media? Is your feed full of constant people that just complaining? People that don't have any direction in life? People that's just sitting up there just taking selfies for their own vain purposes? Are these the type of individuals you have on your feed? Because if that's what you have on your feed, then obviously, yes, your feed is going to be very negative. Your feed is going to be very negative. It's going to be very uninspiring. It's going to be very draining on you as an individual. So what I recommend that you do, if that's the case, that you start to cleanse and fast that timeline of yours, cleanse it, detox that timeline, and get some people on your timeline that's feeding the dream, feeding your gift, feeding your brain and your ideas of success, motivation and inspiration. People that are doing what you want to do, put that on your timeline so that you can constantly be inspired and motivated. Okay? Because that's going to be very key in your journey. Very important as you identify your gift. And as we start to look at social media as a tool and using our cell phones now as briefcases and turning them into assets, we're going to be utilizing social media as our own television channel. You are the star on your own television channel, on your own show. I'm the star here on Campaign TV. Okay? That's me. On my Facebook page, I'm the boss. I'm the show. I'm the star. On my Instagram page, I'm the star. Every video that I put out, I'm the leading role. Do you hear me? Sister Giselle, on your Instagram page, you the star. You the leading role. Mr. Deep in Delaware, you the leading role on your Instagram page. Terry, you the leading role. We are the leading roles on our own television shows, on our own platforms, which is these Facebook pages, these Instagram pages, these Twitter feeds. We are the stars. Nobody's watching ABC no more. Nobody's watching NBC no more. Nobody's watching cable television no more. You got a couple of shows. People may watch ESPN. You might tap in to check in a few different things that's specific to a channel or a network. But for the most part, you on Instagram getting your news. You on Facebook getting your news, checking in with your family, tapping in, trending stuff, trending news is on Twitter all day long. That's where you at with it. All of the trends. The little, the youth, they all on TikTok. That's where the trends at over there on TikTok. You on social media. You ain't turning on the news to try to learn what's going on in Atlanta, because Atlanta news station got a Twitter, got social media page anyway. So you over there getting it anyway. So this is where everybody's at. This is where the eyeballs are at. This is where all of the attention is. It's on social media. So now that you understand that your social media and that your telephone or your cell phone is a tool, now how are we going to use it to secure some benefit for ourselves? In the lessons, we are taught that Islam is mathematics. Mathematics is Islam. See? And once we understand and learn the mathematical theology, then we have to secure some benefit for ourselves. So now that we understand what Instagram, what social media is, how do we secure some benefit for ourselves? Or are we going to continue to sit around and complain, oh, the youth are on social media and they ain't doing, back in my day, we was outside. Well, outside is cool, but outside now is these social media streets. This is where the youth at. This is where the young people at. You want to connect with them, you got to get on social media. You got to get on Facebook. You got to get on Twitter. You got to get on Instagram. Your content, your message, your product, your service, it has to be on social media. This is where it's at. It's undervalued attention. Do you know you can run ads on Facebook and increase your leads for your business for 50% or more, probably more than what you would pay to run a television ad that nobody's watching? To run a radio ad that nobody's watching? Because if you're on a fixed budget, you're probably not going to pay for primetime radio slots. Then you talking to a brother that used to run radio ads, especially because I was in marketing and promotion for parties and clubs. You wanted to run some type of radio ads, especially if you had a big party coming up. Well, primetime radio ads like the Young Jock in the streets, Streets 4-5, Streets Hot 4-5, I think that's what it's called. Street 4-5. In the morning time, that's prime radio. Morning radio, that's prime time. You gonna pay? You gonna pay for that? You gonna pay for that? They got a lot of listeners over there, but you gonna pay for that. So that's probably out of your budget. So now you're gonna be looking to run ads later on in the day when ain't nobody listening to the radio. That's the most listeners is gonna be your morning radio, your Ricky Smiley, your Young Jock, your Steve Harvey. Those syndicated radio shows early in the morning time is going to be your prime time slots where most people are listening to the radio. That's probably out of your budget as a beginning entrepreneur and small business owner. So you ended up paying for radio ads later on in the day, which are cheaper, well, obviously with less listeners. You get more engagement with people on Facebook and Instagram. It's more people on Facebook and Instagram than it is going to be on the radio. I'm just giving you game. So why not invest your marketing dollars into your Facebook, into your Instagram page? Why not learn how to build your community there where you have direct access to them? Because even if you do get all of the listens from the early morning, you still have no way to get direct access to them. So this is very important. So when you understand that Facebook or your social media is a tool, and we're using our cell phones as tools to promote our markets, to promote our businesses, to promote our brands, that's how we have to look at it. All right, brother King Cam, I got you. This is where we at with it. We're using this for business, okay? Now, what's the next step? All right, write this down. Write down the next step. Now we have to create content. We have to create content. Now, I want to show y'all how much money I've been able to make. And I've posted this on social media, so it's not a big deal. Let me see if it's going to let me open it up real quick. Because I'm going to show you how you can really make money off of Facebook. Because, I want to make sure people are able to see it. So we want to make sure that we bringing the proof. I want to make sure I'm bringing the receipts. But while we bringing the receipts, family, for those of you that are just coming into the show, welcome to the Campaign TV show. I'm your host, Brother King Cam, and this is my weekly podcast. We're talking about making money during the pandemic. And I need everybody, when you come in, to hit the comment section. Let me know what city, what state that you tuning in from. I need my YouTube family to make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay notified every time we drop a video. Click that bell. And I need my Facebook family. I need you to make sure you like the page. And I also need you to make sure that you share this out and you smashing that like button, family. That's how you help us over here at the Campaign TV show. So now I'm trying to show y'all what my page looks like, because I want you to know that it can be done. All right, so because you definitely can make money off of YouTube. A lot of people know you can make money off YouTube, but YouTube is a platform, that you got all of the platforms you got to work on. You got to be consistent. You got to pick which platform you want to go for, okay? But, monetization and things on Facebook, on YouTube, is very difficult. So Facebook actually was a little bit less difficult than than YouTube. So you can make money off of Facebook. So this is my back office creator studio for my page. And that's how much money I made in the last 7 days from Facebook. Now, this is no product. I'm not even talking about having my book sales. I'm not even talking about, any type of products, courses, ebooks, any of that stuff. We strictly just talking about posting content. Estimated earnings, 1.46 thousand. Okay? And these are the insights, so you can see the views. You can see the type of engagement that we get. All right? So, and if I was to go to this, and it's going to give you a breakdown on how much money you actually made throughout the different time frames. So it can be done, family. It can be done. See, so it tells you right here, in-stream ads. What does this mean? That means that my page has become monetized. And when my page has become monetized, because I've gotten so many views, they want to play ads during my videos. So when people come and watch my videos, they run ads during the video, and I get paid because they run the ads during the video. Okay? So it shows you right there, $1,457.34. So you see it's no cap. And that's how much I made so far. All right. So I'm just letting you know how real it is. I'll put my PayPal information in there. So you can make the money online. So you can make the money online, family. Okay. So very, very important. Okay. So we understanding, we know what our gift is. Okay. Understanding what our gift is, understanding that Facebook, that our social media is a tool, understanding how we can utilize and make sure that our phone is being utilized as an asset and not a liability. Okay. Making money online and staying consistent. Okay. So now, Brother Cam, I know what my gift is. I know what I need to use my social media platform for. I know I'm the star of that platform. Now, how do I become, or how am I able to make money online? How does this work? How does this turn over into dollar bills for me? Well, the first thing that you have to do is you have to give. You have to give. So whatever your particular gift is, or whatever experience that you have for product or services that you are providing, you need to be teaching. The only two ways that you're going to connect with people online is either teaching or entertainment. That's why so many comedians go viral on social media, because they're entertaining. They're making people laugh. So the comedians are going to go viral. They're going to blow up. Their accounts are going to go, they're going to blow up because they're entertaining people. So if you're not a comedian, the next best thing for you to do is be a teacher, because people are now going to come to your page for value. Write that down, family. I need to add value. So in digital real estate, Brother Ben X teaches us the concept of impact over income. Write that down. Impact over income. Why is that important? Because you said, Brother Cam, we're going to be making money online. We are going to make money online, but the amount of money that you make online is going to be predicated on how many people you impact, how much value you're bringing to the market. That is what's going to predicate how much money you're going to make online. Because when you're marketing to people, being too salesy is not attractive. Being too salesy is not attractive, especially when people don't even know who you are. Many of us have social media platforms and people don't know who we are. We got a business, we got a brand, but don't nobody know who we are. So how do you plan to make a lot of sales, make a lot of money, and turn this into something that's going to sustain you the same way that a full-time job sustains you if nobody knows you and nobody knows where to find your product? If nobody knows you and nobody knows where to find your product, how do you think you're going to make money? It don't make sense. So we have to now start to put ourselves out there. Okay? Now we have to start to put ourselves out there. Hold on, y'all. I'm putting this in the chat for y'all. For those who want to be a part of the free masterclass. Hold on, let me move this. All right, for those who want to be a part of the free masterclass, you can go ahead and text engagement to 404-737-1030. October the 27th, we have a free masterclass. So, again, impact. You got to give. You got to put yourself out there. You have to be able to get in front of the people and tell them what it is that you're offering. But what lies in it is the impact and the value. So like I said, if you're not being entertaining, then you have to teach. If you're not entertaining, you have to teach. So if you're going to teach, what is it are you going to teach the people? If you're a photographer, that's cool. It's good that you know how to take pictures. It's good you know how to take very good looking pictures. It's very good that you know how to edit the pictures and have them looking real nice. Okay? But when people come to your page, what else are you adding? How are you impacting the people through your photography? Yes, people going to see the nice pictures, but what else are you adding? Are you bringing value? You have to let the people get to know you. Do you know today people don't buy products? People buy the brand behind the product. Come on. People don't buy products, family. People don't buy products. People buy into the brand behind the product. The reason why they can continue to sell you McDonald's is not because the food tastes good, not because the French fries on point, not because the milkshakes is like that or the apple pies is where they used to be. No, the reason why they can continue to sell you on McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, and all these fast food food deserts, reason why they can continue to sell the masters on that is because people have bought into the imagery of Burger King. People have bought into the celebrities now that are putting who are getting endorsement deals and having quote unquote meals and sandwiches now. Saweetie got I believe it's a McDonald's meal or a sandwich or whatever. So people are not bought into the food. People are bought into Saweetie. People are bought into McDonald's. People are bought into the Golden Arches, family. This is what people are bought into. That's why they buying that crap. Because the minister taught us those are fast food death shacks. Ain't that right, Brother Malcolm Flex? The minister said those are fast food death shacks. Okay? So we know that the food ain't hitting on nothing, but people are continuously purchasing it because they bought into the brand. People continue to shop at Walmart because they bought into the brand. So what you have to do is you have to now get the people to buy into your brand. Well, Brother Cam, how do I get people to buy into my brand? I need you to write this down. For all of my entrepreneurs now, whatever it is that you're doing, whether you're selling candles, shea butters, incense, whether you canning, whether you are a photographer, videographer, you have to now bring something to the table. What are you going to teach the people? Why would they keep coming back to your page? If you're a photographer, you need to teach people the process of photography. You need to teach people the art of photography. What is photography? If I wanted to be a photographer, what is it that I need to do? What equipment should I buy? What should I look for? That should be your mentality when you're using your social media and you're putting your content out. Why? Because people want to come to you not only because you take nice photos, because there's a lot of people that take nice photos. It's a lot of people that can videotape a wedding for me. There's a lot of people that can sell me shea butter. But if you can teach me your methods, if you can teach me why you make the shea butter the way that you do, now I can be bought into your brand and say, no, I want to buy shea butter from this person. Why? Because I'm bought into the brand. I'm bought into the person. They're not only trying to sell me some product. They're not trying to just sell me no body oil or some nice scented candles, but they're selling me an experience. They're selling me something that lasts longer than the candles once they burn out. Something that lasts longer than just the pictures after I got them, but they selling me an experience and a journey where I can be attached to this and beyond. Does that make sense? Press on one of the chat if I'm making sense. We done talked about our gift. We done talked about utilizing our resources, changing our mindset and our perspective on social media. We talked about using our cell phones to turn those into tools. I'm actually going to be doing another class specifically on content creation. I posted a video the other day where Wallow said that you need to take this phone and start creating content. And that simply looks like you buying a tripod and putting this phone on the tripod and starting to record. Teaching whatever it is you teach. Well, what's going on, fam? I just want to let y'all know I got a photography class. I'm going to be showing y'all 3 steps on how to pick the best camera needed for amateur photography. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. It's very simple. It's really simple. We overcomplicate the situation, Brother Ken. We overcomplicate the situation, Sister Tequila. So now we have to begin to give value. So I'm gonna be doing another class that's gonna be straight on content creation. but we take this phone and we start to create content. Some of y'all already doing that. Brother Ken's already doing that. Sister Colette is already doing it. Sister Tequila is already doing it, right? Already creating content. You can go to their pages on social media. You can see the content that they're already making, right? Giving value. Brother Ken is a LLC specialist, LLC sniper, LLC marksman, right? Business build up starter marksman specialist is what Brother Ken is. Why? And when you go to his page on Instagram, you ain't gonna get nothing but learning how to structure your business properly. He's gonna show you the ins and outs of creating an LLC. What's the difference between an LLC and an S Corp, right? And all of those different business functionalities that a lot of people don't understand. He's going through it all the way through, breaking it down for you, giving you all the game, teaching you from his experience, talking about his company, talking about his other clients that have come to him and set up their businesses and the benefits that they've received. So now when you are starting your business and you need to talk to somebody about an LLC, you going straight to Ken. You going straight to Ken Stevens Jr. because you know this man has taught about LLCs and S Corps and EIN numbers and articles of confederation and all of those different things that go into building a business. You've seen him teach on that on his Instagram page. So his brand is trustworthy enough for you to go and do business with him. Talk to me. His brand is trustworthy enough for you to go and do business with him. It's not because Ken was on his page promoting any type of classes. It's not because Ken was on his page promoting any type of services that he had. He was just on his page giving value. He was just teaching you what he know. Sister Tequila teaching you what she knows about the survival preparedness, disaster preparedness, teaching you what she knows, giving you value. So now when you come to her page and you watching her videos and you learning and taking notes from her videos, from the information that she's giving you, then when you find out she got the backpacks, she got the survival kits, you need to get one of those. Why? Because you understand the time and what must be done, the times that we living in. Like I mentioned today earlier with the food shortages, you can go and check out Sister Tequila page because she got disaster preparedness. Or you can go check out Sister Colette page because she teaching you how to prep that food. These things are necessary, and these people have put out value and impact on their page through their social media platforms, and their brand has become so trustworthy because of what you've seen them give out, that anything that they present before the people as a product or a service, you're going to go ahead and patronize it if it's something that you need. If it's something that you need, you're going to go ahead and patronize it, family. Very important. And this is what translates into the dollars, because now you got a product or a service that you're putting before the people. That's what's translating into the dollars. But before you can translate that over to the $1,500 that I just showed you, you have to give. You have to make yourself known in the community. You have to put yourself out there, and you have to become impactful. You have to give value. You have to give first. That's why I'm going to teach in the October the 27th masterclass. I'm going to teach you something called the GEA method, which is give, engage, and attract. Write that down. The GEA method. If you come into class October the 27th, you're going to learn about this. So if you want to come to class, then you text engagement to 404-737-1030, because what happens is then you are able to get on the list to receive the link. Those who are not on the list do not receive the link for the masterclass. But in that class, we're going to be going over something called the GEA method, which means give, engage, and attract. And this is a masterful strategy that allows you to attract more followers to your page. Allows you to attract more organic followers to your page. Because right now, you kind of just promoting to the wind. You just kind of throwing stuff out there, throwing paint at the wall, trying to see what sticks, right? But once you learn the GEA method, then you'll be able to strategically get real people over to your page that now want to be there for what it is that you are teaching and whatever value that you bring. Okay? Whatever value that you bring, people are going to be there for that value once I show you how to utilize the GEA method. because it's very, very important that you utilize it, because that's the whole purpose. Everybody you want following you on your page should be interested in what you posting, should be interested in what you're talking about, should be interested in the game that you give it. If they're not interested in that, there's no reason for them to be there. You don't want just random family and friends. I know when we first got on social media, that's all who we had on there was our family and friends. But your family and friends is not necessarily your target audience. Write that down. Your family and friends is not necessarily your target audience. Matter of fact, 98% of the time, your family and friends is not going to be your target audience. They're not going to be interested in your product or your service or your business. They're not your target audience. Don't be upset with them, because there's 7 billion people on the planet Earth. 2 billion of those people are on Facebook. 2 billion or more people out of the 7 billion people on the planet Earth have a Facebook account. Why aren't you on Facebook? Why aren't you promoting on Facebook, not to your family and friends, but to that target audience of those people who may be interested in your product or service? All you need is 1,000. And there's one thing that we discussed in another class that's called the power of 1,000. That's all the people that you need is 1,000 people. It's 7 billion people on the planet. And you mean to tell me you can't find 1,000 people that's interested in your product, your service, and that find your brand trustworthy enough to come and shop with you? You ain't working enough. You're not working enough, because 1,000 people can feed you for life. You got 1,000 free, you got 1,000 people, loyal supporters. They can feed you for life. You don't ever have to go outside of that 1,000 people. And any extras you get is just a blessing. All praises due to Allah. Blessings on blessings on blessings. But we just need 1,000. We just need 1,000. So we have to put out content that's valuable. And you're going to do that, again, through entertainment or through education. If you're a comedian and you can be funny and put a message in your comedy, you can do that. That's a very good way to do that. You know, edutainment. But if you're not and you're leaning more towards the teaching side, now you got to look at whatever space you in and then, okay, tap into the experience. Okay, what type of videos do people need to know? Start giving tip videos, how-to videos. A lot of those channels on YouTube that blow up are how-to channels. How to unclog a sink, how to fix a lawnmower, how to change my oil. A lot of mechanics get money off YouTube because they created how-to channels and teaching people how to do these different things, even though these people are not going to do these things, and more than likely they'll end up having this mechanic come and do it for them. A lot of people say, I'm not going to teach nothing. I'm not going to show nobody how to do nothing, because then they're not going to come to me in order to get it done. That's so not true. Even once you show a person how to do something, if it's not something that they do, they still going to come to you for it. So get that out your mindset. That's the old way of thinking. That's the old way. That's the old paradigm. This is the sharing economy. This is the economy where you give as much game as possible. You let people know as much as possible how much you know how to do and what you can show them how to do, because what happens is when you do that, then you become so valuable in their mind, they're going to say, hey, man, I'm not even though he showed me how to do it, I'm not even going to waste or chance it to mess it up. I'm going to just go to him. I'm going to just go to her. She going to do it for me. I'll just go ahead and pay. And I don't mind paying. Why? Because they've given so much game. They have so much extensive knowledge in it. I don't mind paying for their service, because I know they know what they're talking about. They showed me the receipts. They showed me the testimonials. They've given me all of the proof that I need. I don't mind paying them. Would you rather somebody that you've been following on social media for a year that's been teaching you how to bake different baked goods? Would you rather pay them to bake your goods for the upcoming holiday season? Or would you rather take a chance at going to Walmart, getting the Walmart peach pie? Would you rather take a chance on going to Walmart, getting the Walmart apple pie, but you don't know the ingredients that went into the Walmart apple pie? But I guarantee you, if it's a sister or a brother on here that bake apple pies and you've been following them for a year, you know what kind of ingredients they use, because they done showed it online. They done showed you their process. They done showed you what type of milk they use and what type of butter they use. Are they using butter or are they using margarine? For all you know, they using margarine in the Walmart apple pie. See? Talk to me. So you don't know, but you've been following a person on social media that's actually showed you the process, documented their journey, showed you everything that they've been doing. They've proven themselves trustworthy. They've built a trustworthy brand. Now, come holiday season, you going to get them to bake all your pies, all your cakes that you taking over to your family house. And you going to say, matter of fact, I've been following this. And then after you take those pies and cakes over there and the family eating them and it's busting, then you going to tell them, hey, look, go follow my mans on social media. That's where I got the cakes and pies from. Go follow sis. She got the cakes and pies. Now, look how that go. Look how that go, family. When you've been putting out that value, giving that game, and being consistent on your platform, look how the business roll in. And that right, Sister Colette? Look how the business roll in. And your name start being dropped in different circles all over the country. Then people hitting you up from all over the country. They're like, yeah, my sister told me about your baking products. My brother told me about your services. Some such and such told me about what you do on social media. Oh, I seen you on this person page. I seen you on that person page. Why? Because you're making yourself valuable. You're making yourself valuable. So you done identified your gift. You understand why you on social media, what it's for, what you gonna make it for. You utilizing your tools, your cell phone, right? Now we're taking that and we're creating content and being impactful, being valuable. We're teaching now. Not only are we offering a product or service, but we're teaching about the product or service so people will have a reason to buy it. Most times people get on social media, people get online, and they've got a product or a service that they selling. And then they come on right out the gate with a price. You don't know them from Adam and Eve. You don't know if their product work or not. You don't know if they know what they're talking about. They could be selling a product that belonged to somebody else. You don't know any of this. And the first thing they do is come out with a price, family. How many of you are going to buy something like that? You just stumble across it on Facebook. They don't have nothing up there but, their product or their service for whatever price. So you're not going to buy that. So why would you even approach doing your business like that? You're not going to buy that. You're not going to buy that. So you need to be giving the people all the answers that you would need in order to buy. Write that down. You need to be giving the people all of the answers to the questions you would have before you buy. Before you spend money on their product or their service, you need to be answering all of those questions. Every question you would have for somebody that was trying to sell you something, you should answer those questions before you expect them to buy. That's what's going to be in your content. That's what's going to be in your videos, because that's what your content is. Your content is your videos. So you're going to be making videos. 3 tips on how to bake an apple pie. 5 main ingredients needed to can asparagus properly. See, now I'm coming to your page and I'm understanding, I'm getting some type of value. I'm gaining something every time I come away from the page. So now when it comes to my business or whatever I'm doing, if I need your services, you become trustworthy. And you've built a brand that showed me that you're trustworthy and that you're a person that knows exactly what you're talking about. And I'm able to spend my money with you, family. And this is how you're able to make money online. Because you going out here trying to work 2 and 3 jobs when you could be taking that time that you spending working 2 and 3 jobs on creating content that can literally make you thousands of dollars. I literally showed y'all in the last week, it was $1,500, and I'm not even doing nothing. Like I'm not even pushing anything. Like I'm not really doing anything. So you talk about passive income through passive impact, $1,500 just on the whim. But I put the time in. I'm on social media every day. I'm on my platforms every day, giving value, giving game, talking to the people, interacting and engaging. That's a big part of social media, engaging. Okay, so as we create our content, as we're teaching the people now more and more about what we're doing, and then we offering a product, whether it's digital or physical, okay? We offering a product. So write this down. You have to offer a product. You have to offer either a product or a service. So you're either going to be consulting, you're going to be doing one-on-one consultations, right? You can put a price on that because time is your biggest asset. So we're not going to waste time. You know, people want to have your time, then they have to pay for your time. So consultations, especially if you are an expert in your field. So as you put out that content and you become to develop yourself as an authority in a certain field, people will then pay you for your time to have that one-on-one consultation with you. As you put out receipts and testimonials of your work and your consultations to other people, people see your results. Long as you got results, people can't deny you. Brother Ben X, Dr. Brother Ben X says documentation beats conversation every time. So I could tell you anything I want to tell you, but if I got the documentation to prove it, the video testimonials to prove it, the text testimonials to prove it, it's nothing that you can say. So people either pay you for your time or for your service, for your product, excuse me. So if that's a cookbook for all my chefs or bakestress or bakers out there, that's a product. A ebook, that's a product. A class, that's a product. You know, classes and courses. Whether you got merch, that's a product. For people like Sister Colette, that's canning, right? Her products are the canned goods that she's prepping and preparing, because she can start to prep at mass once she's gained that momentum on social media, and you got a lot of people tapping in and, you know, saying that they need certain things. Sister Colette has sold bulk orders of things that she can. She can different things like jams and, you know, all different types of stuff. And she sold that stuff at bulk, meaning people are ordering 10, 15, 20 cases of whatever it is that she's selling. That's a bulk order. Anything at over 10, over 8 is bulk. So if you're getting bulk orders, that's 10, 15, 20. That's impact though. Why? Because people know that you know what you're doing. So people going to bulk order your stuff. That make sense? Is that making sense, family? Press 1 in the chat if that's making sense, if you learning anything so far. If you're going to be able to use anything that we're talking about tonight and apply it to your business, that's going to help you to increase your revenue. I need you to go ahead and press 1 in the chat, family. That's right. That's right. For art teachers, that could be a monthly membership to the classes that they teach. Absolutely. That's another way that you can create revenue for yourself, by building some type of subscription-based service. Thank you, Brother William. Thank you, Sister Ann. Brother Nathan, thank you. Mr. Universe, thank you, sir. The Real Man Talk, thank you. Sister Colette, thank you. Sister Tequila, thank you. Absolutely. All of y'all can have a subscription-based service, because you could offer exclusive things to people that subscribe to your community. So as we build our community here on the podcast, right? As we build our community, you know, on other outlets, then I can offer different things. So for example, for people that join the masterclass that's going to be happening October the 27th, right? There's another offer for those that come into the masterclass that's going to be exclusive to them. So you want to build that community so that you can offer different exclusive deals. You can offer exclusive discounts to everybody that got a product or service. When you build in your community, you can begin to offer specific discounts that are available to the people that's in your community first. Why? Because they are bought into the product. They bought into the service. They bought into you. So now you offer them discounts first. You offer them behind the scenes footage first. You offer them exclusive sneak peeks first. That's all it is. That's all these different entities are doing on a larger scale. When you are buying these subscription-based services, that's all you buying into is getting exclusives, a new album release. That's all Apple Music is, outside of the fact that it's a streaming service. But then you get exclusives, you know, from different artists and different things like that for paying that $9.99 every month. You get exclusive access for paying that $9.99 every month. So who said that you can't, Sister Anna, you can't, Sister Tequila, you can't, Sister Colette, you can't offer a subscription-based service for $7.99 a month where people can get an exclusive back behind the scenes look at how you go about developing and building your disaster preparedness bags, or how you go about prepping your kitchen for canning, Sister Colette. People will pay for that because people want to know your in-depth processes. People really want to know that. People really want to know your in-depth processes, Sister Tequila, on how you go about teaching your family about evacuation routes. I remember seeing that on your page one time, teaching and training the children and the family on evacuation routes. That could be something that you offer exclusively to your community, where people will pay for that on a monthly basis. I'm going to teach y'all how to train your family, how to have the evacuation routes and set them up in your household. But I'm only offering that in my community where you have to pay $7.99 a month to get. People won't want that service. Why? Because it's valuable, because it's impactful, and because it's changing lives. So think about more than just the money, but think about how you changing lives. Sister Colette is changing lives by teaching canon. Sister Tequila is changing lives by the disaster preparedness kit. The different things that you offer, that you guys offer, can change lives. It's bigger than just money. And because things are bringing solutions to people's lives, now people are willing to pay for that. People go to Walmart because of the convenience. That's the solution that Walmart provides in the lives of the people. It's convenient. So instead of me having to drive to Publix for this, go to Kroger for that, go to Trader Joe's and the Whole Foods for this, Walmart said, we're going to put everything in one space. See? You don't got to go to Target to grab this and go to Bed Bath & Beyond and grab that and then go to Kroger and get some food. Nope, we're going to put everything in one spot in Walmart. Now, come see us. Convenience. That's what people are paying for, convenience. So you have the ability to do the same exact thing with whatever it is that you are teaching the people. See, look, Sister Colette said I would definitely pay a monthly subscription for the emergency preparedness. Absolutely, because it's valuable. It's valuable. So as you develop your products, family, or your services, like I said, whether you got consultations, whether you have actual physical products, whether you have digital products like courses or ebooks or things like that, once you develop those, then you have to create content teaching the people and educating the people on why those are important. So I talk to different people all the time that have different products where you have, books and things like that. Start a book club. If you got a book, start a book club. I'm actually about to start one with my book because it's important that people are able to read the book. When people read the book in your book club and they experience what you put in the book, that's going to entice other people to want to buy the book. And that's what you use your social media platform for. Say, hey, listen, we're going to be doing a story time on this day at this time every week until we complete this book. And it's going to be live for everybody. I want y'all to come and tap in because it's very important. We're going to read this book and then I want to get y'all feedback. If you got a book and then you doing story time once a week, you read the book, family. By the time you get to the end of the book, you're going to have people that are trying to buy the book. You're going to be in the process of reading the book, and they're going to be people that are saying, hey, look, I'm trying to catch up with y'all. Somebody told me that they done learned so much from this book. I need to get in right now. Let me buy the book. You're going to be making sales in the process of you going through your book, going through your story time, going through your book read, family. That's how you get sales. That's how you generate different clients, by giving, letting people know what you got to offer. But if you hoarding the book and you ain't never read it, don't nobody know what it is, then how you expect people to come and buy it? They don't know what they getting. They don't know what they're getting. So once you have a product that you want to sell to the people, now start showing the people the product. The biggest thing is you should actually document the process of you actually creating the product because people want to be a part of your journey. I'm landing the plane now, family. I'm landing the plane. It's 11:15 and I don't want to hold y'all any longer. But people want to see the journey. People want to know what materials you're using for the things that you're creating. People want to know, what's your mindset. People want to see, the blood, the sweat, the sacrifice that you put into creating your product, because that's what's going to get people to buy in. That's what's going to get people to be attached and bought into your product, your service, and your brand because of the sweat equity and the authenticity, family. The authenticity. Do not hold back any authentic bone in your body when it comes to this, because people are tired of the fake. Our people are tired of being lied to. Our people are tired of being paraded in front of with charades and movies and clowns and everything that's unauthentic. Our people are sick of that. They want the real. So if you want to win, and be successful in your business, give them all you got. Give them all you got. Be as authentic as possible. That's why reality TV has gotten to where it's gotten. Now, we know that reality TV is also scripted, but it's less scripted than an actual television show, right? So the less script, the more people are bought in. The less structure of it, the more people are bought in. So the more authentic you are, the more people are bought in. Don't nobody want to come on and listen to no robot or listen to no infomercials and all that. No, they want to come. They want to get the personality. They want to get the authenticity. They want to get the mess ups. They want to get all of that because they know it's real. Don't be afraid to mess up. All of us started from zero, okay? So don't be afraid to mess up. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to do any of that, because that's part of the journey. That's part of the process. And people are going to see that. People, as they watch your journey, watch your process, people are going to remember the mistakes and the mess ups. And they're going to say, I remember when you was not able to speak fluently, but now you rolling. You got your own podcast, Sister Colette, talking about Canon. You bringing different guests on the show, talking about why it's important to have food prepped in a certain manner because of the times that we living in, right? But I remember when you didn't have a podcast. I remember when you were just making videos on Instagram and making videos on Facebook. You got people that watch you for a protracted amount of time. I'm telling you what I know. You got people that watch you for a protracted amount of time to see if you're going to stay consistent. People will watch you to see if you're going to stay consistent and see if your word is bond, or if you just saying stuff just to say it. Because people say stuff all the time, but those people who are consistent, those people who make their word bond and really do what they say they're going to do, that's a person worth following. That's a person worth supporting, because a person is really dedicated and stand on the principles that they speak of. That's what people are interested in. Don't nobody want no sellout. Don't nobody want no person that is hot today and cold tomorrow. Don't nobody want nobody like that, because that's what this world has been built on. That's what this society has been built on. Leadership that sway everywhere that the wind blows. No, we need some people that is 10 toes down. People that's bought in, that got standards and principles that they live by, people that are consistent to what it is that they say that they want to do and the principles that they stand on. People watch for that. I'm telling you what I know, because people send me in my inbox all the time. Brother Cam, I've been following your channel for a while now, and I like what you doing. Oh, you don't think that people sitting back watching you to fall off, watching and waiting to see if everything that you say you gonna do don't come into fruition? People that sitting there, why this nigga right here talking about they about to do some disaster preparedness or some Canon, and they got a little business they getting ready to do. Man, that thing gonna be done in 30 days. You don't think it's people that sitting around waiting on that? That's why I always tell people you got to be consistent. Don't worry about the numbers. Don't worry about the likes. Don't worry about the views. Worry about being consistent. Worrying about showing up every day. Worrying about making sure that you making your word bond and you doing what you say that you're going to do, and that you over deliver to the people that you say you're going to deliver to, family. Because people are watching and they're waiting, and they waiting for any little thing to say, so that you can go ahead and mess up. Why? Because that's what our people are looking for. And that doesn't mean that you're not going to make mistakes, because we all make mistakes. But the fact of the matter is that you showing up each and every day consistent, and you doing what you say that you're doing. And that's the biggest thing with people. Consistency. So I want us to keep that in mind. I want us to keep that in mind as we putting ourselves out here. We talking about our products, our services. We doing all of these different things, but making sure that we sticking to it, because it's going to be rough, especially in the beginning. It's going to be rough. You're going to have days you don't feel like doing nothing. You don't feel like putting out posts out. You don't feel like recording or doing any of that. But the more consistent you are, the more people start to show up and they start to realize the value and the impact that you're bringing. And now people are going to be waiting on that. Now, check this out. What happens is the day you don't show up, you decide you ain't showing up. That means somebody missed out. That means somebody missed out. They wasn't able to get what they needed to get that was so necessary coming from your page because of the value that you've been giving to the people, family. So we will run back through everything we talked about. We identified our gift, right? Our God-given gifts and abilities that God has granted to us. And we understand the platforms and the use of these Facebook platforms or social media platforms, right? The purpose of them. Got our mindset together. We got our tools. This is going to become now an asset. No longer a liability. We're paying a bill on this every month, but now we got to put it to work so it works for us. So we got our tools, and we're going to use these tools to create content, to create videos, right? To do our podcast, and to start to give the people value through the platforms. So we're going to use this as a tool. And then as we're creating that content and we're putting out as much value and we're teaching, either teaching or entertaining the people, then we're going to develop a product. Let me show y'all my book. I got a whole stack of them somewhere. Show y'all my book. We're going to start developing products, family. This is my book. First book I ever wrote. I am an author. It's called The Enemy is the Enemy, 4 Ways to Stop Self-Destructive Behavior. First book right here. So as we develop in our products and our services, we have these, our books. If we got a book, physical copy book, an ebook, a course, right? You know, anything like that, we have that to share with the people. And then once we have our books and our different products and services, then we start to market those products and services by giving what's on the inside of those. So for example, like I showed you my book, what I'm about to do, I've sold books and stuff at conferences and things of that nature. This book has been read in my class as well, where I got a lot of positive feedback from the brothers that was in there that read this book. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing story times. We're going to do a story time. And we're going to read this whole book. And it's not a very long book, so the story time ain't going to take us no long time. But we're going to probably do, 15, 20-minute Instagram lives or something like that during story time. We're going to read this book. And you should do the same thing. Once you create a book, do a story time. Get people interested. Let people know what's going on the inside of this book. Because I guarantee you that when we read this book on Instagram Live during story time and people start to get some value from it, people going to ask me, how can they purchase? How can they purchase this book? How can I be a part of the story time? You got to get the book to be a part of the story time. Okay, where do I get the book from? This is how you start to get your sales online, family. And then it's just simply wash, rinse, and repeat. And then when you want to scale it, right? Because say you may be doing 50 books a week. Maybe you're doing 100 books a week, right? But say you want to scale that to 1,000, then that's just simply, learning about scale. So that's now your Facebook ads that's going to get you in front of more people than you are already in front of. So you're talking about throwing some marketing dollars behind your business and your brand, and you really just seriously shooting a commercial, right? Shooting a video, promoting what you got going on, whether it's a course, a masterclass, a book, or whatever. And then you running some ads behind it. Instead of 1,000 people seeing it, now 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 people seeing it. So now you're getting the influx of people now that's ordering. But you just have to make sure that you have the product so that you can send it out. And also that you're not growing too fast. Because one thing that happens with the merchants accounts, if you go from making $500 a week, $1,000 a week, to all of a sudden doing 10,000, 20,000 on that merchant account, you can get yourself in trouble. So you don't want to grow so fast. But the scale is there for you to go to making $50,000 a year, 100,000 a year. Think about it. Most of us working jobs, you making 50,000 a year at the job you go to that you hate every day. So why not make 50,000 a year off your book that you wrote? Why not make 50,000 a year off of your baking, off of your photography, off of your videography, off of your Canon, off of anything that God has put on your heart to serve the people with? Why not make that money off of that instead of going to build the kingdom for our open enemy? Talk to me. The problem is we don't believe in ourselves. This came out of my mind. This book came out of my mind. See? And the most honorable Elijah Muhammad said that the wisdom of the wisdom of man is infinite. It's infinite. Meaning what's up in here in the wisdom of the God is infinite. See? So you can't stress that. So all the ideas and intellectual property that you got, you can extract that from your mind and make it into products and services, family, that you can begin to make thousands of dollars with, and you can market it and promote it straight off of this device right here and utilizing what I got: a laptop, I got a camera, got a microphone, all these different things, family. You can set your own self up. All right. So I pray that was valuable. I pray that you was able to get something from that, family. The plane is landing now because it's about going on 11:30. And like I said, I didn't want to hold you all night. So I appreciate everybody who tuned in. I need you to put some flames in the chat for everybody that's still here. Put some flames in the chat if that was valuable. Let me know if that was valuable and you was able to learn something. Anything tonight that we discussed, if you was able to take some notes and put that down so that you could utilize it on your business and on your brand. If you was able to take some notes tonight, if you was able to learn how you can take this cell phone and turn it into a tool, turn it into an asset to begin to build some different things for your business, put some flames in the chat, family. Put some flames in the chat. Walaikum salam. Good night, sister. She put flames in the chat. Put some flames in the chat, family, if this was valuable. And make sure if you want to be in the free masterclass that's going down October the 27th, where I'm going to teach you specifically the GEA method that's going to allow you to get real organic followers to your page and build your community, then I need you to text engagement to 404-737-1030. I need you to text 404-737-1030. Text the word engagement. That's going to get you on the list for the free masterclass October the 27th, because I'm going to be sending out the link via text message. So you want to make sure that you have your name on the list so that you're able to get that. And, shout out to all of the flames. I couldn't find the flames. Good vibes. Absolutely. I appreciate that. I appreciate that for sure. So yeah, family. So I wanted to make sure that we did this tonight because I think it's very important, and we're gonna be doing more podcasts, discussing different ways to make money online and building your brand on social media, because that's what I specialize in, and I want to give y'all as much game as possible. I know if you don't have your business online, then it's pretty much non-existent in 2021. If people can't say you got an Instagram, you on Twitter, you on TikTok, people can't pull your page up and see what your work look like, then people not gonna be trying to shop with you. I'm just telling you straight up. I know for me, remember back in the day, barbers didn't, there was no social media. You just went to a barber that you knew that was cutting hair or through, word of mouth. Now, if you don't got no cuts on Instagram, I ain't rocking with you. You can't be my barber and not be on Instagram. No, bro. I can't just pay you my money and let you put the clippers on my head and I don't see what your work look like. Oh no, let me see your gram. Let me see your Instagram, bro. Straight like that. Like, let me see what's going on. You on Instagram? Oh yeah. Let me check you out. See what your work look like before I come and sit in your chair. It's a must. So if you're not on social media, your business is non-existent today, family. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I appreciate everybody that, was interactive in the chat tonight. I certainly appreciate it. Let's see. We got some flames in here. And shout out to those who was in for the whole time. Sister Colette, Sister Tequila. Let's see. Rufus, Brother Rufus. Mr. Universe, man. I appreciate you, family. Sister Taylor X. I appreciate it. Shout out to Sister Taylor X. She is my assistant, by the way, as well. So she helps to coordinate the podcast and, you know, all of that beautiful stuff that you see happening, family. So shout out to her and all her hard work that she's been doing. Also, Sister Ann Shabazz, thank you for tuning in, Queen. High Gloss Luxury, I appreciate you as well. Oh, found the flames. Mr. Universe found the flames. So we certainly appreciate that, family. So, man, we're going to go ahead and check on up out of here. Again, if you would like to be on the list for the free masterclass October the 27th, text engagement to 404-737-1030. We're going to be going over the GEA method in the masterclass, family. And we also got a special treat for those who are part of the masterclass as well. So, you're welcome, Brother Howard. You're welcome. So, all right, family. So that's all I got for tonight. Y'all have a blessed and blacktastic rest of your evening. And I leave you in the greeting words of peace, as we say it in Arabic languages. Assalamu alaikum.
Any leadership that teaches you to depend upon another race is a leadership that will enslave you. Any leadership that teaches you to depend upon another race is a leadership that will enslave you. They gave leadership to our foreparents, and that leadership made them slaves. But we have decided to find a leadership of our own.
You know. Not your average nigga, I'm a god out the hood. They can't downplay me. I came up, I'm elevated. I ain't gotta say too much for them to know I'm coming for what's mine. You know they see me in my presence, say they see how I'm coming. Young, but you not just gonna finesse me like you did my peoples. Then back when you said they was emancipated. This ain't that. Your head too big, you feeling yourself. The game wasn't fair, you had the advantage, we wasn't educated. I don't look at you people the same. Nah. Your worst nightmare, my skin tone about them chains. Yeah. Not no circus lion, son, I can't be tamed. You gon' have to kill me, pussy, Toby ain't my name. Y'all still wanna think our history started when we were slaves? What? Come on now, talk about them pyramids we